Hi class 10 students, I hope everyone is doing well. So this is the lecture number 10 of the chapter Life Process. Here we will discuss about plants transport system. Now see here, this is soil where water and minerals are present. So these are necessary for plants to grow. Now apart from these water and minerals, few inorganic materials are also necessary, which include nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese and sodium. So these are the few inorganic materials. Now see xylem. So xylem carries water and minerals from the soil to the rest of the plants, and also it provides physical support to the plant. In xylem tissues, cells like vessels and tracheids of the roots, stems and leaves are interconnected to form a continuous system of water conducting channels reaching all the parts of the plants. Now see here, in xylem tissues, cells like vessels and tracheids of the roots, they carry water and minerals from the soil to all the parts of the plants, where the stem and the leaves, they are interconnected to form a continuous system of water conducting channel. Clear everyone? Next we will see phloem. Phloem carries food to other parts. So this phloem, it carries the soluble organic compounds made during photosynthesis known as photosynthets, in particular the sugar sucrose, to all the rest of the plants. Alright? All the parts of the plant are interconnected with these conducting tissues. Now see, all the parts of the plant, they are interconnected with these conducting tissues. So conducting tissues are the xylem and phloem. Clear? Next we will see the transport of water in plants. So transport of water in plants takes place by two ways. First one is the root pressure and the other one is transpiration pull. Now first let us see root pressure. As you can see here, due to difference in concentration, water molecules enter from the roots. Alright, now we will see the structure of the root in more magnified way. This is the root here, these are the surface cells, these are the cortex cells, and then this one is xylem. Now see here, through the root here, water first enters into the surface cells. As you can see here, through the root here, water and minerals, they entered into the surface cells. Now the surface cells become target and exert pressure on the neighboring cortex cells. Now here, after entering water and minerals into the surface cells, they become target which exerts pressure on the neighboring cortex cells. So this pressure is called as root pressure. Alright. Now because of this, water and minerals are pushed into the neighboring cells. So because of this root pressure, water and minerals are pushed into the neighboring cells. That means into the cortex cells. Okay. Now the neighboring cells become target and exert pressure on adjacent cells. Here also the neighboring cells, they become target and then exerts pressure on adjacent cells. Clear? Thus, the minerals and water reach the xylem and it pushed further and further. So this way, the minerals and water reach into the xylem and it pushed further and further. Okay, clear? So this steady movement creates a column of water that is steadily pushed upwards. So this is a steady movement which creates a column of water that is steadily pushed upwards. Steadily means slowly. Now, root pressure is adequate to move water only in small plants like herbs and shrubs or small trees. So this root pressure, it is only adequate to move water in small plants like herbs and shrubs or other small trees. However, it is not enough to move the water in tall trees. But this root pressure, it is not enough to move the water in tall trees. So have you ever thought then how water is transported in tall trees? So now let us see the transpiration pull. In leaves, as you can see here, these are the epidermal cells and this is the xylem. In stem, this is the xylem, and in roots, this is the xylem. The loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plants like leaves is known as transpiration. So this is the definition of transpiration. There is a loss of water in the form of water vapor from the leaves, which is known as transpiration. First, water will evaporate from the epidermal cells. So in transpiration, water will first evaporate from the epidermal cells, which leads to decrease in water potential of the epidermal cells, and it leads to decrease in water potential of the epidermal cells. Can you see it here? This creates a suction pull which pulls the water from the xylem of leaves. So this creates a suction pull which pulls the water from the xylem of leaves. This again creates a suction pull which pulls water from the xylem of stem. Now it again creates a suction pull, and this time it pulls water from the xylem of stem. And then again pulls water from the xylem of roots. And again it pulls water from the xylem of roots. So because of this, the roots absorb more water. This pull is called as transpiration pull. So this pull, it is called a transpiration pull. I hope everyone is clear. It helps in transport of water and minerals in tall plants during day when the stomata are open. So this transpiration pull, it helps in the transport of water and minerals in all the tall plants during daytime when the stomata are open. Now see, food manufactured in the cells of the leaves is transported to each cell of the plant. So the food which is manufactured in the cells of the leaves, it is transported to each cell of the plant. Besides amino acids, excess food is stored in storage organs. So besides amino acids, all the excess food, it is stored in storage organs. Alright, and it is done by phloem in both upward and downward direction. So it is done by phloem in both upward and downward direction. So this process is known as translocation. And translocation means it is the movement of materials from leaves to the tissues throughout the plant. Clear everyone? Now see here, this is the xylem, this is the phloem, the leaf cell and the root cell. So water is being carried by xylem. Now sucrose, it is a food material, is transferred to phloem. Okay, so sucrose is transferred into the phloem. This requires energy in the form of ATP. And it results in movement of water into the cells due to osmosis. So this results in the movement of water from the xylem into the cells, and it is due to osmosis. This results in increase in pressure in the cells, and it results in the increase in pressure in the cells. Now this pressure moves the food materials to the adjacent cells with low pressure. So this pressure, it moves the food materials to the adjacent cells with low pressure. Clear everyone?